by Lively. Finds Jaylen Brown. Knocks down another three.
Goal by White. Ahead to Tatum. And a foul.
I ain't really got a comment. We here.
The Celtics' unexpected turn this year shoved critics' insults right into their faces. Who would have thought this year would be different after massive losses? And yet, there is no complicated strategy or amazing stunts. What brings them back on form and with such vigor? It's time to find out. Today, we will discuss the gaming tactic of the NBA's rising team, which is making up for last season's losses. Skip Bayless said Boston Celtics were final frauds. Chris Broussard recounted what Jaylen Brown said after the Celtics were eliminated and agreed with it. We failed. I failed. We let the whole city down. The whole world was turning on to them.
Just a terrible game.
No one thought they were going to win this season either. Everyone was taking them lightly, just a failure. But their views were shattered when the Celtics came to the court and took everyone by surprise. They were flying high on both sides of the court with incredible defense and much more astonishing offense. Taking the ball, they stick with it throughout the game on the whole court, and it was no one-person show. The team read each other's minds and the next moves and placed themselves accordingly on the court. Incredible passes, zigzagging through the opponents, and shooting directly into the ring. Their whole game centered on fantastic offense. Simple yet potent. This form takes work. The team has been training hard for this season, and the team's feeds and accounts show how well they train and focus on their target. With a new simple strategy, they have a simple motto: get the ball in the ring. Their workout sessions emphasize offensive rebounding, excellent passing in tight corners, and placing themselves in the correct positions on the court. Jaylen Brown's video, uploaded on their official page, explained their journey. In it, he recounted their arduous journey from the lowest point to the highest. He narrates, "We fail, we lose. Things do not go the way we have planned. So I make a decision. And the more memorable part is, some people are born to do great things. It is just a matter of time until they realize it." Jaylen Brown is often called the Boston Celtics captain and key player. He played a crucial role in galvanizing the team's spirits and helping them reach the NBA Finals. Although no official title has been awarded him, fans and analysts recognize him as the team's vocal leader. Yet, he was not the only one who made efforts for the Celtics. The whole team was trained, and everyone was motivated and inspired. On the court, it is not about performing stunts, but perfect cooperation with your team. Jason Tatum correctly points this out and explains it in a video. He says, "You have to have a high character in people like your organization. And it is not just the people in your locker room or your coaches, it is like everyone in the building has to be on the same page and has to contribute to winning. Whatever their role is, from the chefs to the janitors, everybody is on the same page for what we are trying to accomplish." Then he talks about his team's accomplishments this year. "I give the team, our team, a lot of credit this year. Everybody was in the perfect stage of their career. They have had individual success. They have made money to take care of their families, and now we were literally brought together for one goal. And everybody, in one way or another, sacrificed or did other things that would uplift the group. And winning solves everything." Their impressive show during the league matches impressed everyone and shut the mouths of savage critics. Their offense humiliated the whole league, which doubted them. Their efficient offensive system and versatile and poised gameplay have set them apart postseason. They have keenly utilized an analytically driven offense, emphasizing three-point shooting, their crucial point in reaching the NBA Finals. With deceptively simple shots and moves, they have a wealth of agile shooters, good finishers, fine handlers, and accurate passers. They have players like Tatum and Brown as the offensive openers who focus on creating score opportunities against set defenses. Despite their different floor spacing styles, the impressive and exciting thing is that their offensive rating has spiked compared to that of KD-era Warriors. This style sets them off, giving them offensive efficiency and a practical goal percentage of 58.9%. They have opened the floor, creating more significant opportunities. Staying ridiculously simple, they have matured after their losses in 2022 and have learned a lot from that. After Game 3, Jason Tatum told Bleacher Report that failing to Warriors in 2022 was the worst feeling ever. Tatum vowed to himself, "If I ever got back to the finals, then I would do whatever I needed to do to ensure that we have a different outcome." Coach Mazzala was seen willing the Celtics to go on in a potential closeout game. Under his direction, the team played with a powerful form. They wore opponents down by relentlessly attacking their pressure points, moving the ball and creating confusion. Boston has had a lot of firepower for some time. This year, the team knew exactly how to use it, said James Herbert. Boston has taken about 564 field goal attempts this season, with shooters having at least 6 feet of space. It is not about having the best players on the team, but the best set of players who are willing to collaborate and see what the situation demands of them. Bragdon told Bleacher Report, "My job is to do whatever I have to do to help us when I'm out there. Sometimes it's to score, sometimes it's to pass, but it's always about making the right basketball decision, which is my focus." Throughout this era, they have been able to play 5-out and toggle between 1 big and 2 big lineups. This point is where Porzingis comes into play. He shoots quickly and accurately at 7 feet 3 inches, giving room to other shooters. About him, Mazzulla said that he represents a curveball. When things do not seem to operate offensively, Boston can simply get him the ball around the free throw line and let him go to work. His skills have made him the league's best scorer in the post last season. He can quickly shoot over tall players. Short ones have difficulty defending unless they make a foul. Mazzulla loves three-pointers and maths, but there are others on which they rely too. In a Boston match against the Dallas Mavericks, Al Horford and Porzingis' understanding can be seen when they move in opposite directions to each other in response to the incoming ball. Porzingis takes the vital position, cuts to the basket, and can shoot straight through. In similar circumstances, if the situation is not suitable, he can pass on to the other free player standing on the sides with varying spaces, ready to get the ball. Or else, he can wade in through the other team's defenses and shoot through. All the possibilities are present, and the position of the connector is compelling and requires a proper sense, quick judgment, and power of decision. The match with Dallas was a complete fury in which every player was equally involved, and the Boston Celtics set the game on fire. Their decisions came quickly. They took the ball, pulled through, and moved forward. It was just not a matter of offensive play, but of not fouling or giving the other team a chance to score. The snatching hit was different from when Boston did it on its competitors. Their offensive positions and quick delivery confused the defenders of the other team. They become confused about who to mark or where they should be rotating. The Boston Celtics require the slightest misdirection, a split second of getting lost, and the smallest indecision to make the game progress in their favor. If the defense does not cover the players adequately, the ball will be forwarded to one free player, and Celtic will score, shooting from a long range. This is how the offensive concept works wonderfully. Kristaps Porzingis' position on the court also confuses the defending players, as they overthink and misjudge his presence. He is dynamic and efficient in pick-and-pop action. He provides the much-needed element, space, to the Celtics, which they have been working on this year. Their strategy worked wonders for them. A well-timed cut and a tough layup against tough defenders were also an efficient strategy played by the Celtics, which helped the player lock in by defenders. Porzingis is a good offensive rebounder and an excellent long-range shooter. He takes help by his long strides to gallop to take the ball. The Celtics have more than one style of playing. They adjust to their opponent's demands and weave in without getting stopped at any cost. The simple rule of basketball is that you only have less than half a second to decide what to do with the ball: pass, drive, or shoot. The power of decision helps the team stay connected and understand each other's moves. Otherwise, misconceptions and foul play would occur. Their collaboration confuses the other team as their actions seem deceptive. If Jason comes to shoot in the inner circle, but the defenders squeeze in and the pressure is high, he will pass it on to the player standing in the free corner of the court, ready to take the ball and shoot it in the ring. And when Jason Tatum said at the end of the tournament that they had finally won, what are they going to say now? What are they going to say now? It was humiliating for the whole league, who doubted them. The Celtics' gaming strategy seems entirely simple, yet requires the collaboration of the whole team. All of them have transformed and inspired me into a hard-working and focused player. Will they keep up their performance? Tell us your views regarding it in the comment section. Stay tuned till next time.